Appreciate you joining us. Moving on, India and Russia are discussing the possibility of launching a trans-Arctic container shipping line and processing facilities along the Northern Sea route. And this was, of course, confirmed by Alexei Chekunkov, Russian Minister for the Development of the Far East and the Arctic. The Arctic route linking Southeast Asia to Europe will drastically reduce transportation times compared to traditional routes through the Suez or Panama canals. And in the Soviet era, it was used mainly to supply goods to isolated settlements in the Arctic. Dr. Sharad Kohli joins us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Dr. Kohli, if you can hear me, I appreciate you joining us, and a very good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Vineet, and good morning to all the news experts.
Well, what do you make of this Russia-India canal deal? You know, for decades, or rather centuries, the Suez Canal and the Panama Canal have been, the regular mainstays or the backbone of world economies. But this, likely, handshake between India and Russia is going to make a lot of difference.
Indeed, Vineet, as you rightly said, the Suez and the Panama Canal were the traditional routes, and obviously we all know that these routes are far longer than the North Sea route, NSR as it's called. And I think it will not just result in cost savings, but it will also strengthen India-Russia friendship and partnership, which is ages old now. I think India stood by Russia, although India showed a neutral stand to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. But as far as importing oil from Russia is concerned, as far as rest of the trade from Russia is concerned, rupee-ruble arrangement is concerned, India showed a very, very friendly attitude and a very friendly hand towards Russia. And India-Russia friendship, we all know, dates back by decades. So I think a very, very welcome move, but we should not forget that when you talk of the Northern Sea, you are talking of a very treacherous, when I say treacherous, I mean climate-wise, because that route remains frozen for most of the year, the Arctic Circle. Obviously, the shipping lines traveling on that route would have to be taking all the precautions. It's also a very stormy route, by the way. I've been to the Arctic Circle, I've been to Finland and other places. It's very, very windy, very, very stormy. So it's a very challenging route. But then, yes, if successfully negotiated, I'm sure it's going to result in a lot of cost savings. It will strengthen the route. It will also reduce our dependence on the traditional route, which is already very, very busy route. And we've been hearing about sea piracy also on that route, especially when the ships cross Somalia and other places. So I think cost saving, strengthening of friendship, but then the challenges would have to be taken. One more challenge that I would like to mention here, Vineet, is that this route exposes us to more of China. Because when you come around the Arctic, you basically, you're landing on the eastern side of China as well. So with our relations with China not very hunky-dory at this point of time, I think that might be another challenge in negotiating the shipping line, because China can be mischievous. We've seen China's, mischiefs in the South China Sea and so on. So it's also becoming a very disturbed region, especially after the Taiwan-China tension. So I think if these factors remain constant, I see this as a very, very trade promotion and a business-friendly route.
All right. Absolutely. You're completely right.